Hello, good afternoon. My name is Angel from Gardner. Is this Chris from Wine and Eskridge?
Yes, this is she.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna write down some notes during the meeting. Is that fine with you?
Yeah, I don't mind at all.
Okay, perfect. I just don't want you, to, since we're gonna be having a conversation, just wanted to make sure, you didn't think I was just, writing your words and gonna, bring it to my boss. I just want to make sure, have things clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so how's your current day going?
It's been going pretty well. I've just been doing a bunch of paperwork, which kind of sucks because today's been a really nice day outside, so I haven't been able to experience yet. But hopefully tomorrow is also a nice day, so I get the chance to soak up the sun a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely hear you. I went for a walk, got some coffee today, so I really took advantage of the weather. I'm sorry to hear, you have all that paperwork.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all part of managing an IT department.
Okay, okay. And I actually recently looked into your LinkedIn and I see that you love to travel. Tell me your favorite place you've traveled to.
So recently I actually had the opportunity to go down to Hawaii. I went to the island of Honolulu, which was pretty cool. And we did a submarine excursion there. We did a helicopter excursion there, which was super nice. So a super good
Okay,
experience.
okay, yeah, that's cool. So I just want to verify we have about 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'd like to spend 10 minutes talking about, on pretty much your whole situation, what you got going on, um, and see what you're doing, and then basically, the other 10 minutes is gonna be pretty much me telling you everything we can do for you. Does that work?
Yeah, that works out.
Okay, perfect. Did I lose you? Okay, no, we're good. Okay, we're back. Okay, so just a
No.
few questions I want to ask. Um, Pretty much, I just want to see what is going on with your current situation. You guys got a current app. See what you guys are working with.
So for our current app, it's kind of like it has our inventory and like customer reviews conjoined, which can be kind of confusing, but how we have it set up is to where I have track of all the inventory that we have in stock. And then with the inventory, we also have to where we can see when pickup orders come through. And then we just launched a new thing called Curbside. So people can come and do curbside. The only issues with our app recently is that it can be slightly delayed at times. So when a customer pulls into the curbside per se, and they click our link saying that they're here for our order, that when once they say that they're here, there's like a 5 minute delay at times. So it kind of just throws off timing and it inconveniences our consumer. So it brings our ratings more down. And yeah.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that can be a problem. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. And another question, what long-term goals are you hoping to achieve with Gartner?
So it would be nice to have more of a cost efficient app. So like to cut down on costs also because the current app we're using is a pretty penny basically, and it's not horrible, but also not the best. Um, it would also be nice since I'm running the whole IT department myself, managing it, just to have a second opinion at times because I get overwhelmed here and there. So it'd be nice just to have like a second opinion just to like give me their input. And then overall, it'd be nice to just have a better app applied that's more efficient so that we have a longer customer engagement to help with our prices and everything.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So basically what I'm hearing is you make all the decisions, you're on your own. You are wanting another, ear, to listen to, so then you're not making all decisions because it sounds like you have a lot on your plate, a lot of people you're looking over. And basically you really want to save on costs. And I hear that you guys are currently using an app, but it gets delayed and you guys just have curbside pickup. And since it is delayed, that means, you guys are having to hurry and scurry around to get their order, ready for when they arrive. Am I hearing you right?
Yes, that's all correct.
Okay, perfect. And I just want to make sure, did I kind of hit on every pinpoint?
Yeah, you pretty much hit all of my concerns and all my
Okay,
my
okay, perfect. So what if I told you Gartner can overcome, these problems, tackling, basically getting a second year, making deliveries a lot more accessible, and you saying getting your customer satisfaction up because, with some of those delays, that can get people going. And yeah, you just really want to find, a more cost efficient app and just save, on all these vendors you're buying from, seeing if you can uh save some money. Would that be something that you're interested in?
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in that.
Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, okay. So let me share with you and talk to you about what we got going on now and kind of give you the rundown of what we got. Let me share with you the screen. All right, can you see that perfectly?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. So Gartner for CIOs. So we have three packets. So in our bundle, we have all three things, but pretty much I just want to touch up on the two things you told. We have the cost optimization tool, it's an IT budget tool, which could really benefit you. We have custom reports with comparison and averages. So basically, with those reports, you kind of to us and you and basically we'll look at the whole contract itself. So, let's just throw out a number out there. Let's say there's a $2 million there's a $2 million contract, and you send it our way, and I could guarantee you that that is like $200,000 that you could save, at least $200,000. I like to overshoot because I really believe we could do this for you. And yeah, basically what we do is look at the contract, see with them, negotiate with them, see what we could do on our end, and try to find the best price for those items that you want and the demand for the consumers. So yeah, the vendor contract review is basically, us, pretty much like I said, that is us going over the contracts and reviewing them with you. So that's kind of that second year you're kind of talking about too, and I'll touch more on that later. And yeah, like about 20% cost savings and 70% of contract reviews. I know you didn't really give us a number, but I mean, I kind of threw you a number, 2 million, $2 million might be a high number, but $200,000 on 2 million, you can always do a lot with that. And I basically look at this as a long-term investment too, so and secondly, we have the executive partners, basically develop strategies, with someone and basically have that second year on opinions. We could do daily talks, but we do have an hour a month call just to check up on everything, see what you're doing. Basically, I answer any and all questions you have. And then we have an annual workshop that's actually in person. And now you're talking about like customer engagement, customer satisfaction.
Hmm.
That workshop would probably be very beneficial for you. We could get someone out there. And this executive partner, I know we have kind of a larger company, but we work with many, um, middle companies, where it's not like a family business, but it's not like a large company. And we basically have one executive meet with you and, be your sole provider. All right. Does that look good? Just looking at this, do you have any other questions that you could throw my way?
So far, everything seems pretty good.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Moving along then. Okay. So, this is kind of just going over the Gartner cost, the price of everything, and just the rundown of what we do. The contract is a 3-year bundle, all three things presented to you prior. Um, the research I know you didn't touch up on, we didn't touch up on a lot, but that is there for you. And the payment is made every year on the 1st of January. And if you were to go ahead and do something with this now, we're almost like halfway through the year, I'd say about. So honestly, I could cut, the price of year one in half for you, just for, just showing you appreciation for you being here today. So the price of year one is $53,000. Price of year two is $50,000. Price of year three is also 50,000. So basically, price two, 152,000, and price three, 151,000. But since we got you here in the call today, wanted to save you a little bit more money since I know that's actually something we're talking about too.
Yeah.
And then, splitting the cost of year one and a half because, we are halfway through the year. Does this sound like, something you'd be interested in and something you'd be doing?
Yeah, that seems like something I'd be interested in.
Okay, okay. So are there any, questions you have for me?
I do just have two quick questions.
Okay.
So recently, well, just overall, like from other companies, since looking into my app and before I established choosing the app that I chose, your guys' app was mentioned, but I heard from other companies that your guys' app is glitchy. So
Okay.
that's a concern. And then I've also heard from other companies that you guys are also more pricey compared to other apps out there.
Okay, okay, I hear you. So with the app being more glitchy, I also heard, prior you were saying something about, there's delays on yours. So, that stuff is kind of common, but we have, so we have a lot of manufacturer updates, weekly. And if there was anything that you specifically see or anyone on your team sees that, was giving you trouble or problems, just be sure to contact us. We'll talk to you, since you're in daily contact with your executive partner, it'd be perfect. You could just talk to them about that. And your second thing was about the it being too pricey. So pretty much what we have here is the 3-year bundle plan. So that's why some others might look cheaper because we have the research, the cost optimization tools, and the executive partners. So that's included in all that. And I would really look at this as more of an investment. This is a long-term solution, especially for your long-term goals. So yeah, is that something you'd be interested in doing?
Yeah, it'd be something I'm interested in.
Okay, okay, perfect. Perfect. So yeah, I have a contract here. I brought a contract. I bought two just in case. I have a 3-year contract. Well, I guess it's like three, like two and a half. I have a 6-year contract, 5.5. This is, you're talking about your other app, and since you're launching this new app, I definitely think the 6-year contract would be, well, 5.5-year contract would be something that would work for you. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. We can go with that one.
Okay, okay, perfect. I can just send the contract, after this meeting's over. And do you have any more questions for me?
No, we went over all my concerns.
Okay, okay, perfect. So after you sign the contract, in a week from now, we can set up a meeting that's around the same time work as today.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we can do that, just get you going, and then, if you have any other questions or your boss has any other questions, you could just throw them my way, and then we can get you your executive partner, give you more information on the research, since we didn't really touch on that now, see how that would benefit you and see if it could. And then the cost optimization tool, touch up more on that and on how we can save you money and basically show you how to use the app, show you how to compare these different vendors, because we could do that for you. You could do that for yourselves too. So yeah, that's perfect. Anything else?
No, that'd be all for me.
Yeah, it looks like our time here is, just just about 20 minutes. So hey, take care, Chris. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much, Angel. It's a pleasure.
All right, thank you.